welcome to Cornish Fishing Tales. Down at the beach today. We're going to go for the bass. Might be a few in if I'm lucky. They might not if I'm not lucky. Yeah. I'm down here, sun's out. Finally able to get out. The waves are bigger than I want them, but it's fishable, so I'm happy. I'll see you in a bit. Felt like a knock. I've been done. Ah, you bastard. F***'s sake. Oh, that's annoying. Done me. Right, I'm shaking like a leaf now. Chaps, I just had a bass on. I'm sure I had a bass on. I had something on it. It was not bad. Just done me. I couldn't... My line snapped on the rock, basically. It went the wrong way. Didn't want it to go that way. But next one I'll have. Bass are in. Oh, I'm shaking like a leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I cut my hand. Oh, I'm shaking like a leaf, man. Try and have a bit of a longer leader this time. I didn't have a leader, you knobhead. That's why I snapped. Forgot to put the leader on. What an absolute tool I am. You can tell I haven't been down here for a while. I'm out of the loop. A bit more. Oh, I'm gutted. Didn't put the leader on. What an idiot. Oh well, that's what happens when you rush. Right, let's try again. The bass are in. The bass are in. Can't believe I forgot to put my leader on. What a rookie mistake. But never mind, that's fishing. Right, hopefully I'll have another one, chaps, because that was about 3rd or 4th cast and I hooked into its... It weren't a little schoolie, I'll tell you that. But it pulled me the wrong way, so I had to try and pull it down that channel. And me being an absolute moron, I forgot to put my my leader on my line, so it's just braid. The braid rubs against the rock, snap, gone. But I'm hoping there's going to be a few more rounds. My heart is pounding. I've got an adrenaline rush going on. Come on, fish, give me another one. Probably got about 3/4 of an hour left of this, and then I'd have to get on the other rock, but it's going to involve wading, and I haven't got my... Well, I have got my wetsuit boots actually. I might do that after then, fish the tide right out. I want one now. I know them laws from AliExpress work now. think that was another bite. Come on. Come on, fish. Oh, it's stressing me out now. Come on, fish, please give me another bite. Believe I forgot to put my leader on, man. What a rookie error. Come on, fish. Gutted that I lost that fish. So did I have a bite then? Or was that as it come up the rod? Come on, fish. Come on, man, give me another bite. Well, my only chance today, I lost because I'm a complete and utter muppet, and in my haste to get fishing, because I was so excited, I forgot to tie on my leader, and I got the fish into the edge. I was kind of trying to get it down the channel there to beach it, land it, and it kept coming in close, and the braid rubbed on the rock, and ding, gone. It didn't feel like too bad a bass either. It weren't massive, but it weren't no little schoolie. So there you go, live and learn, chaps. Always make sure that you tie on your leader, otherwise you're probably going to lose your fish. But yeah, the tide's sort of going out a bit too much now. No problem. So I'm either going to wade out onto the other rock and fish from there for a bit. Well, I'm thinking about going up to another place because the waves have come down a bit, and it's probably safe enough to go up there as long as it don't rain and it doesn't look like it's gonna. So that's what I might do, but I shall see you in a bit. Right, so where I was fishing, the tide was going out a bit, the water level was dropping so much I was just going to end up losing loads of lures. So I'm just going to move to a different rock, which will give me a little bit more time because it's a bit further out. Oh, you sake, that f***s me off when that happens. Oh, thing. Cunt. Wind knot. Has it sorted itself out? No, it ain't, has it? Oh man. Where the f*** is it? Let's see it. Generally, if you can pull the right bit with a wind knot like this, it's just so simple. But it's like if you pick the wrong bit to start, you tighten everything up and you're knackered. So what happens is if you get a loose loop, it kind of works itself loose and it comes out from underneath the bit of line that's here, and then this bit of line wraps itself round, and that causes a wind knot. It's I find it, I can never really figure out which one it is. It's just pot luck. If you choose the right one, you pull it and it comes free. You choose the wrong one, it gets tighter and just becomes a complete asshole. Excuse my language. But I got that one out, so let's not worry about it too much, eh? Definitely not covering numbers, are they? You know, it was my chance today, and it's gone. It's a bit gutting, but that's why we do this stupid sport, because that's why it's so addictive, because it's the challenge, isn't it? It's the hunt, the fight. Yeah, that's why we stand here for hours on end, chucking a bit of rubber and lead into the sea in a hope that a fish is going to be fooled into thinking that's something to eat. And we might get something to take home for tea. We're lucky. Oh, I'm definitely running out of time here. Right, see that there? That's your worst enemy. That little loop there, that's what becomes wind knots. It's generally when you cast out, if there's loose line now and I start reeling, and then you get those loops, and in the next cast odds are on that your line's going to get caught in that loop and then you get a wind knot. I hate them. I'm kind of the opinion that you can prevent them, you can stop them. You've got to keep your eye out that when your lure hits the water, bail arm over, keep a taut line, don't start reeling it when it's slack, because when you get a slack line and you get one of those loops, it's just there to create a problem then. Also, once I cast out, if you watch, I'll kind of cut my hand over the spool, and that stops the line oscillating. As you're going to reduce your casting distance doing it, but it stops the line oscillating in such big oscillations and frapping, against the rods and then creating slack and causing them on the cast as well. So yeah, that's two ways to try and reduce it, but it happens to everyone. See what I'm doing there? And then kind of make sure your line's nice and taut, then start reeling in. If you do that, you'll keep them to a minimum. You will still get, I've had one today, cracked off a lure, flying into the distance. A nice lure as well, I've only just bought it. But I get them off AliExpress, so they're £1.90. It was a copy of one of them sort of Japanese hard lure looking things, and they're about 25 quid. If I'd have bought one of those and cracked it off like that, I'd have been gutted. But £2 I'm not really bothered. Oh, it's so nice to be out fishing, man. I've had a bite, sun's out, the wind's down, it's just glorious, man. I love it. It's so cooped up all winter. I'm like a caged animal. I don't fare very well when it's like that. I start to get a bit depressed and down. It just does my head in. So I'm so glad for this spring. So glad for this spring and a bit of decent weather. Long may it continue. This summer better be a good one. We are owed it. We are definitely owed a good summer. See that? I had one then. I just let the bail arm off, let the line out to let the loop out, and made sure I tightened up, and it's not there now. If I'd have carried on reeling that in, chances are next cast I'm going to crack off and lose my lure, end up with a big bird's nest. It really pisses you off, trust me. I mean, most of you probably know about it. I don't know anyone that don't get them. I can't believe, 5th cast. I should have started fishing earlier. I ended up talking to people for too long. Got chatting to this bloke, and he was a nice friendly bloke. It was quite pleasurable chatting to him, but I should have started fishing earlier. I reckon I missed my window. Sometimes I find it works out. Oops. At high tide, sometimes it's a bit after, sometimes it's an hour before. You have to kind of, well, I just tend to come down a bit early and just fish it all usually. And then you know you're not missing anything. But that's what I do. Other people do it completely different and have success, so it's just figuring out what works for you, man. I'm gutted I've not had another one, but it's still only April. They're probably not coming in schools. Probably fish migrating up and down to wherever they're going to go. That was my chance and I missed it. Put something in the comments. You're welcome to call me Noddy. Don't call me Big Ears, because I might get a bit upset about that, because I have got pretty big Irish ears on me. In fact, my mum was so devastated about how big my ears are and they stick out. I mean, I'm not a pug or anything, but they're quite big Irish ears. My mum was so devastated about it that she actually sellotaped my sister's ears back as she was a baby to try and stop her looking like me. And to be fair, it worked. My sister hasn't got great big giant sticky out ears like me, so good luck. Well done, Becky. Lucky old you, eh? Good old mum. She was the best. Oh, I get backache and I'm starving as well. I had 4 eggs for breakfast. But it's that time when my stomach's knocking on me. It's going, I'm hungry, I need to go home. We've got a little bit of a headache coming. Probably need a drink and some food. Come on, fish, just give me one more chance, man. Yeah, I suppose what I should have done is come down a bit earlier. At the start of season like this, probably best to fish longer sessions. As you start catching, you can kind of pinpoint where the window is that they come in on the tide. It does vary a little bit, it probably varies from a neap to a spring and blah blah blah, but you can kind of get an idea. If I come down here at so many minutes before or after the tide, I'll catch, or I'll probably catch. But I suppose at the start of the season it's working it out, so you're probably best to come down 2 hours before and fish until 2 hours after, maybe a bit longer, and see where that window is. And get it right a few times to see that it's staying consistent, and then I suppose you can then start coming down in that window and reducing your time not catching. It just, yeah, but I just love being here, love being down here, love being out the house sometimes. Kind of getting a feeling, that's it today. Just kind of getting that feeling. Not a complete loss, definitely had some excitement there. Pretty much that's what it's about for me. I don't fish, well, the other word this, all I fish for is myself. I don't compete, I never have competed. You're your best mate, you might have a competition one night so you can catch the most fish or over a season or something, but I don't compete, I don't do matches, I don't care how many fish other people catch or what they catch. That's their bag, that's their fun. It's not my fun. The competition for me is I compete against myself to try and better my fishing, and more importantly, I'm competing against these fish, trying to outsmart these fish. They're my competition. Humans ain't my competition. I don't care what anyone else is doing up the bank. They're catching loads of fish, good for them. I'm not going to try and copy what they're doing, or I've got my own thing going, and I'm competing against myself, and I'm competing against the fish to try and catch bigger, better, more. That's always what my fishing's been about. It always will be. I'm a bit of a loner as a fisherman. I like getting out on my own. I like having a bit of my own time. So yeah, that's me as a fisherman. We're all different. I'm not saying that's how you guys have to be. You do what you want. I don't care. As long as it's what you enjoy, do it, man. If that's what you enjoy, do it. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about what they're doing, how many they're catching, what they think. Who gives a shit? That's the great thing about fishing. You don't have to get involved with other people. You can do your own thing, man. And that's not to say I don't like going. I do like going fishing with other people. I do go fishing with other people. It's great, but I need my time fishing alone as well. Sorts my head out. If I've ever got problems and stressing out about things, and I always find that fishing, I don't know, it doesn't make the problems go away, but it makes them seem a little bit less important. It makes me forget about them while I'm fishing, and it makes me able to concentrate on something else for a little bit, and it stops me focusing on those problems so much. That's why I love fishing so much. That catching fish. Now and again eating one, I like that, don't get me wrong. I'm not really a fan of this mentality that's evolved in fishing these days, and generally they don't say fishing, they say angling, which I just think is stupid. A fisherman is someone who fishes and catches fish and eats them or sells them. And an angler, I don't know how to word this, but I don't want to upset anyone here, but an angler's someone who does it for sport, I suppose, which is fine. But for me, it's not just like that. It's not sport. It's the fish are there to be caught, and they're a food source, and I do eat them. I don't eat them all, but I do eat them, and I really enjoy eating them. It's not that I disagree with catch and release. It's not that I feel quite strongly that there's a lot of pressure these days that you're not allowed to keep fish, blah blah blah, and I think it comes from carp fishing. I'm a carp fisher, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I can say that. I think it comes from carp fishing, and I think it comes from that elitists virtue signalling, I'm better than you. The Germans eat carp. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I used to go and train at Siemens. I was working at MRI and CT scanners. You wouldn't think I could work on one of those the way I started, would you? But hey ho. And I was working on them. The Germans had a lake. I used to go training down in South Germany, Bavaria, and they had a lake that they stocked with carp, and they had a plug on it, and they pulled the plug once a year, and they all went in, rolled their socks up and their trousers up, and harvested the carp basically. So that's what the monks brought them to this country for food. And I think it's a little bit silly that people look down upon other people because they keep fish. If you're responsible and you're not taking more than you need, there ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why we started fishing as a species. We didn't start fishing for fun, I'll tell you that much. We started fishing because we was hungry and we wanted something to eat. And that may have developed into a sport these days, but I'm strongly of the opinion, what's the difference in taking a fish home or going to the supermarket and buying one? And to be honest, I won't buy them from the supermarket because most of them are stocked, farmed fish, and I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat farmed fish. It's not. I'd rather come and catch me own. Have a wild fish. It's a lot more better for you. Farmed fish are proper poisonous, man. The way they farm them is horrific. I think farmed salmon is officially the most toxic food that you can eat in the world. Norwegian farmed salmon. There's a documentary on it on YouTube. People think, yeah, salmon's really healthy. It is. It's caught on a line and from a river or a sea, but that Norwegian stuff that's fed pellets in little netted off rings of complete and utter pollution, that ain't good for you. Trust me. That is not good for you. If you think salmon's healthy, keep eating it, but when you buy it, look on the packet and try and buy wild salmon. If you don't believe me, go on YouTube and Google the most toxic food in the world and watch the documentary that I'm talking about. It's pretty horrific. Some of the stuff they put into those pellets, no one really knows what it is, to be honest. It's brown liquid stuff that they put in there, and it's got some stuff in it that is not good. The molecule chain is so small it can penetrate your blood-brain barrier. Go watch it. I'm not going to tell you all these facts because I'm not clever enough to really tell you about it. I've just watched it and it shocked the hell out of me. Go and have a look. It's really interesting, and it's probably put you off eating farmed fish for life because it did me. But there you go, I'm talking a load of rubbish now. My little bass fishing tip for people, it's just something that I've kind of learnt over the past year fishing here. I stumbled across these lures in the shop, this pattern, this colour pattern of lure, like the blue on top and a pink on the bottom. I now found them on AliExpress. They're cheap as chips. It works out about 75p a lure with the jig head, and I find that pattern of lure for sea bass is fantastic. That colour just seems to catch lots and lots of fish on it. I've caught my personal best on it as well. So yeah, tip for you chaps, if you see a lure that looks like that, bluey colour, pink on the bottom, they're good. I think they're really good. As I was saying, I'm getting hungry. Time's running out, tide's going right out. Shot for today. I lost one because of my stupidity and my haste to get fishing, because I've not been so long and I'm waiting and waiting. And I forgot to tie my leader. Hooked into a fish about 5th cast. It didn't feel like a bad one. Got it in close. My braid rubbed on the rock as it was in close, and that was it. Pop, gone. You live and learn, eh? So yeah, I'll see you next time, chaps. Hopefully it won't be long, because the weather's starting to improve now. Spring is on its way. Hope you're all getting out. Hope you're all getting fishing. Hope you're all catching way more than me. And not making stupid mistakes like not tying your leader on. Anyway, I shall see you next time, chaps. Bye.